Okay, everybody, we are back once again. Now that playoffs is finally here, the long-awaited playoff picture is here. We're going to be doing a short little intro for all of our matchups. Week 1 of playoffs, and joining me today to give some predictions is going to be Loker.
Yep.
And Rex Salas.
They call me Mr. Merrill.
They do. It's true. It's true. So, we can just jump right into it then. We're going to be starting here today at the Splash Zone. This is what the bracket currently looks like right now. Interestingly enough, even though all the top 4 seeds could pick their matchups, it all just goes down the line, I think.
Oh, you're right.
1 against 8 and then 2 against 7. So, I mean, that's kind of neat. Funny how that works out. But, yeah, as you can see, all the leagues are going to be like this. Except for Deep End, which is slightly different, just because it has less players. But it's BO1, double elimination, so there is going to be a loser's bracket for whoever gets knocked down in the next few rounds. First matchup we are going to be looking at today is going to be our 1 seed Arkham City Delibirds, led by A12 up against Magic Guard, led by yours truly, the 8 seed, coming in at 4-4. And yeah, I mean, This Arkham City Delibirds team has been looking really great all season. It's really hard to root against them. I feel like, despite some like weaker points on the roster, like I feel like stuff like Jolteon and P2 have looked really good. But I mean, I'll let you guys talk about this matchup a little if you want, because
Right.
obviously I'm
Right.
gonna be a little bit biased, you know. So.
Of course. David, you want to take it or you want me to take it?
The only thing I'll say is that these 2 Terra captains have been like very, very good in like every game I've seen them. Jolteon and Porygon too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
the rest of the team is
yeah,
the rest of the team
sorry.
is good, but the Terra captains is like what makes it, because Jolteon is in this like lower tier format. Mons like Jolteon are just like feel so flexible and just like good and like, and if it's not good, then Porygon 2 is also very flexible. So you like almost never know what you're playing against. I know that the coach on this team is also very strong. So like you could bring anything in any way, and it's a very like scary team to play against, especially with stuff like Mew.
Yeah, I think A12 squad. I'll be honest, I laughed at it. In the beginning of the season, I laughed at it kind of, even though obviously now, you know, after seeing him play and seeing what he could do with the team, hey, no laughing matter. Let me tell you, the flexibility that he's gotten out of like Porygon 2 especially, he's driven that Mon for miles and made it do some incredible things for him. I do believe that this is a rematch. You played each other regular season, yeah?
Yeah, week 1, we actually played each other. It's fairly close. Ended up being 2-0 in favor of 8-12. But, I mean, that was a long time ago. There's been a lot of play, a lot of learning for both of these teams ever since.
Of course.
So, I mean, there's a lot of distance between those 2 games. Obviously, I'm not going to vote against myself. So, I'm going to predict myself. I've never predicted against myself. I never will. But, you know.
I mean, if you're predicting
damn
against yourself,
straight.
then what are we doing?
Then it's honestly already lost if you're predicting against yourself.
Yeah,
I mean, he is the 7-1 seed, so it's
Yeah,
gonna be a hard battle.
Speaking of that fact, I'm actually going to go for 8-12 here. Not that I don't have faith in you cards. Obviously, I would love if you would win this matchup, but it's just 1v8 and 8-12.
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
it is 1 seed
Like,
versus
come on.
8 seed.
like, come on, now, man. Let's not give this up. But I am going to put 8-12. I do want you to win, though.
That's the
my
thing.
heart
I
is
just
rooting
gotta
for you.
make my. Well, I am just already delusional enough to believe that I'm going to do it. So,
Yeah, I'm taking cards.
boom. There it is.
Okay.
The delusion factor. In the least biased,
We're gonna get in the lab and we're gonna cook up some
least
crazy
biased voting of all time. You have heard it here first. Alright, here we have our number 2 seed, What You Do in Step Slow Bros, coming in against FNAF 2. FNAF 2 is a team that was in the playoff mix, locking onto that 8th seed going into last week, but a big win in that week 8 secures them the 7th seed, so big for them. And now they're going against what was pretty much the dominant team, like, for most of the season. I feel like in the early season it was by and far, What You Doing looking like the best team in the league, and there have been some falters, like the last loss going into week 6, I believe, right, to Uncle Cracker.
Mhm.
But they beat a lot of dominant teams like FNAF 1. So I mean, this team is very scary. They've shown it time and time again, and it's going to be a bit of an uphill battle going into it for FNAF 2. That being said,
Yeah.
oh, you want to go?
Sorry, my bad. Yeah, I can go.
Yeah.
I definitely agree that it's going to be an uphill battle for Davis here, not only in, no offense, obviously, Coach Diff, but also in roster diff. I mean, we rated this team #1 in the whole league, deservedly so. I think the squad looks absolutely incredible. And also, just to highlight a little pickup right before the end or the beginning of week 8, A picked up Infernape, which looks absolutely devastating and incredible into Lexus's team here. It's a fire type that can't get punished by Moltres. It's got, Mach Punch and Vacuum Wave for the three top Mons, point of Mons on the side
Yeah,
of Davis.
Infernape was on my team, I'm pretty sure, when I played Lexus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Infernape.
I lost the
could get
match,
pretty
but
scary.
it was like, it's very scary. There is some
Yeah.
things you can do around it, and I think Infernape can be limited sometimes in what it, because it's only got 4 moves, so as flexible as it looks on paper, in practice a lot of times it feels kind of limited. And honestly, its stats being split means that it's not great at attacking on either side, but it definitely has that priority Mach Punch into double double fighting weeks. I think A's team is the best team on paper in the league, and I believe I said that before the season as well. I'm a big fan of the Greninjamon, and I love Caesar as well. So, and Thorns is taking cheeks. I didn't think it was going to, but it's
That guy's a
performing well,
beast.
so.
All right, do not mess with him. I do think I will say, there are some pretty powerful threats. I'm mostly looking at that Kyurem. That just looks absolutely incredible here. If Davis is able to leverage that Mon a lot and get him in for free, which you can do on passive Mons like a Lomomola, then it could go really, really crazy. There's going to have to be some really good play from A to play around that Kyuremon. But, it's not perfect. Obviously, if he gets rocks up early, it's going to be a big weakness, especially given that there's no super strong removal on the side of FNAF 2.
Yeah, no super strong, not any removal basically. I mean,
But, I mean,
Braviary?
who's to say?
Big
I don't know.
5?
We'll just have to wait and see. With that being said, what are your predictions going into this?
Yeah, A is winning this shit even.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna chat, bro.
I'm taking A in this one. I'm sorry, Alexis. Well, hopefully you could pull something out, but maybe I could have taken someone else if the Infernape didn't join the squad, but Infernape's on the squad, and this, yeah, it's a tough matchup, I think.
I actually think that this is going to be a pretty hard matchup for what you're doing. I think there's pretty powerful breakers on the other side that can actually make it through this defensive core that's been such an issue all season. So I'm actually pulling for the upset. I think I'm going to go FNAF 2 on this one.
Alright.
Yeah, there you have it. And our next matchup, we have FNAF 1.
Woo!
5 turns in Trick Room against Straight Zerkinen. I mean, kind of a rematch from Week 8, but is it really a match? Is it really a rematch if the match never happened? I mean, like, sure, man. I mean, it's the Sun matchup. It's going to be hyper offense from head to toe. I mean, what else can you really do against Sun? Especially when you have aggressive Mons like Namoris is going to be a big deal. Cinderace, Meowscarada. I'm also looking at that Abomasnow, who actually could be a pretty big threat, especially into stuff like Walking Wake, stuff like Comfey to stop the growths. But, I mean, it's not perfect, especially given that it cannot Terra. So,
yeah, I was
don't
going
love
to
to see
mention that. I'd be more inclined to agree with you here if Abomasnow 1 could Terra and 2 got Freeze Dry, but it doesn't get either of those things in this matchup, and because of that, I feel like it's kind of just a nothing burger. I mean, maybe obviously, the coach of Straight Zerkinen, Panda, can prove me wrong, but I don't even think that thing's showing up, if I'm to be quite honest with you, because of Terra.
yeah, I mean, it could very well just be a bait. One thing I will say is that Enamoris into such a dragon-heavy squad looks absolutely fantastic here. The only resists on the other squad are going to be that Torkoal and that Vileplume. those steel types a lot of weaknesses to that strong Moonblast, and it's already pretty much the strongest Moonblast in the game, besides like Terra Fairies. So I mean,
Yeah, and
definitely-
Emrys looks great.
yeah,
I'm on the side that I think Abomasnow is probably a decoy. I think without Terra, it probably doesn't come.
yeah,
Right, it's the
hard
threat
to
of it
justify.
coming and resetting weather. And then also, I'm not 100% sure too, because we are like Gumshoe Gary, right? So who knows? Our points are allotted in spots where maybe Abomasnow might look like a decoy, but might actually be good enough to come. I don't know. I'm unsure.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that, like, I'm just not sure that an Amorous is going to get enough opportunities to switch in, but I mean, if it is able to come in and revenge things properly, it could definitely be a threat, but against stuff like Walking Wake and Org Moon, if they are boosting their speed, they're going to be faster than it, even if it is Scarf, you know. There's, like, potential for Sash, but even then, I'm not sure it's enough to leverage the victory, so I am going to have to go with FNAF on this matchup. What are your guys' thoughts?
Yeah, I'm taking FNAF. I do think there are some good pieces to deal with this like Fire Sun team that we have on the side of FNAF. We have an unaware guy, but unfortunately our big defensive wall is Corviknight, and Corviknight takes a lot of damage from gouging fire, and without running the calcs, I don't think Clodsire can handle that guy, even without it if it's just running like doesn't even have to boost. So unaware is like, I don't know, hard sell. Clodsire is very good into Walking Wake, but I don't know. I think on the side of Panda, Straight Zergonet, we're gonna get overwhelmed, and it's gonna lead to a loss. I'm taking FNAF.
I'm gonna say, obviously we've done a small analysis of the mons and everything, but I'm gonna focus on the coach here when I give my prediction. Now obviously with that build up, you expect me to say Panda, but I think Vaughn wants it more, and Vaughn has had 2 weeks to put in an incredible amount of thought,
That boy
work,
hungry.
and prep. Yep, and he wants this, I think, way more than Panda wants to beat him. Vaughn wants to do himself. Vaughn knows that the carrot that Panda can hold over him.
Yeah,
for a
there's
long
also
time if he loses.
that personal
So-
rivalry bit where
Exactly.
yeah, these two will help each other all the time. So and
agree.
it's nice to get wins in those kind of matchups, you know. It always feels
100%.
good. So I mean,
I'm gonna go Vaughn.
there you go. A lot of faith in the FNAF side, but we'll just have to wait and see how that goes down this weekend. Getting into our final and most even matchup for Splash Zone, we have our 4 versus 5 seed Boss Archie's Revenge meeting up against the Pacificlog Polyraths, a squad that has honestly surprised me time and time again. It was ranked 16th at the beginning of the season. It's made some small changes since then, but a lot of the pieces are largely the same, and I think the biggest factor with that is honestly just Uncle Cracker. It just has been playing really well this whole season, I think.
He's a beast.
He's-
Bro. He's honestly a beast.
Yeah, I think like, it's not even like I do think the weaknesses about the team can hold true, but it's a lot of it has just been coming down to play, and I think that's why he was so close to a top 4 seed, even if he didn't actually make it there quite in the end, falling 1 game short. But I mean, Boss Archie's Revenge, also again a team that was ranked very low at the top at the beginning of the season, finding themselves at a very dominant 6-2. So it's gonna be pretty hard for Polyraths to handle the Spectre offense is going to be my first thoughts. Obviously, there's no real Ghost Resist. You have that Weavile, which, I mean, can
Fake
tank.
resist.
It can tank a couple Shadow Balls, especially if it has
Actually,
boots.
it's pretty bulky, especially defensively.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, it can probably
it can
handle
live.
2.
Yeah, 2 probably.
But if it's boots to like come in and tank some Shadow Balls, and it's also like potentially taking rocks, you know, it's not a great a situation.
You guys are right on that, but there's also a Tinkaton right there that can handle whatever it's throwing.
Yeah,
out.
there's also a Tinkaton on the enemy squad, which is never what you want to see when you have a Weavile. It's just not great. I mean, there is the tough. So, have we considered? I'm just not so sure. You have any other thoughts on this matchup? Yeah.
I think on the side of just a lot of Polyrath, though, he does have some tools that he can use to get himself ahead. So I did note the Tinkaton. Obviously, Iron Hands also switch into Weavile that could potentially happen. Notably, though, on the side of Boss Archie's Revenge, there's no Dark type, and a move that we've been seeing Uncle Cracker click here, and especially in the latter weeks of the season, has been Future Sight. So if he can get us with Future Sight, pivot out, and then rotate in like a strong physical breaker like the Tusk or the Weave Out in the correct position, I think that could set up, or even Titan. Obviously, we've seen Titan put it to work with Uncle Cracker. We could see some potentially devastating offensive combos with that into the side of Boss Archie's Revenge. So I think he has some tools that he can definitely play around. Not going to be an easy matchup, not going to be a cakewalk, but I do think, Boss Archie's Revenge with Spectre offense and most things on this side checking the enemies, we need Boss Archie's Revenge.
Alright, fair enough. I actually think that with the powerful ice ice types, I think Tinkaton could get a little overwhelmed, especially if it has to come in on that Titan, which could get very scary very fast, especially if it just obliterates to an Earthquake or something like that. And I think that might just be enough to overwhelm Boss Archie's Revenge. The defensive core of Slowking and maybe even Skarmory for something like that Rillaboom, I think will buy him just enough time for those ice types to break through. Because after Tinkaton goes down, it gets really, really scary, especially if like Colossal isn't there. I mean, it does have the potential to come. It is a nice ice resist, so we could see that, but I am going to be leaning towards Polyraths for my initial read on this matchup. So, I mean, 1-to-1, you get to see the Loke God's prediction for this matchup for the tiebreaker.
I'm always a big Dean fan, but I'm taking Crack God. I think Crack God's matchup is really, really good. I'm going to be honest. I think that tank will get overwhelmed, and I think that the ice types will come through. So I'm taking Uncle Crack.
Wow. Shout out to Crack God. And there you have it. That is
Don't disappoint me, Crack God.
That is our final matchup for Splash Zone. So we can move on to Wave Pool. And this is what the bracket looks like at this very moment. A little more mixed up, not just going down the list, but we can start off just jumping straight into our first matchup. That is going to be Drop Kamalas against the 8th seed Regisadgas. Drop Kamalas. I don't know if you guys have looked at the standings for Wave Pool.
Oh, I looked.
Sitting at a crisp plus 30 right now.
Yeah, holy moly.
Plus 30!
He's dropping more than Kamala's on these motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Holy.
Damn.
I've never seen that in any league ever. I just had to point that one out, okay? Before we get into this, though. But, I mean, yeah, this guy has been dominant all season long, absolutely tearing through the league. And on the other side, a bit of an opposite story. Starting off very poorly. 0-2 or 0-3, I believe. I don't quite remember.
Yeah, thought to get.
Yeah, but has fought tooth and nail ever since. It scrapes into playoffs, winning in the last win-in matchup of Week 8. So very impressive run from him. Does have a lot of momentum going in, even though they are the 8th seed. Has switched up their squad a lot, also. From the initial Ting Lu slow squad to a more offensive Greninja Iron Hands core that this league always loves. But they are faced up against powerful Great Tusk, Chi-Yu, Latios. This is such a strong top 3. It's going to be very hard to even maneuver around. This Chi-Yu especially is super hard. Especially if you just get one read light right and you Dark Pulse the Moltres or something, and then suddenly you're just dying to every fire move. It doesn't look fantastic for this Chi-Yu matchup, so that is my initial concern. I don't know. Do you guys have any other reads on this matchup?
Yeah, I mean, I could speak a bunch about the matchup, but I think at the end of the day, I'm just gonna take the proven coach this season. I think the matchup to me looks winnable on either side. But I'm gonna take the guy who's plus 30 to clutch this one out. Sorry, Sealed, but I'm taking the Kamalas.
I try to analyze the matchup.
Hey, I'm
Hey,
sorry.
you
I
got
mean,
it.
when I see
You
a
got it.
plus 30, I take a plus.
You got it,
30.
big-
I
you
mean,
got
I
it from
really
here,
respect
big
I
dog.
respect it, bro. I mean, frankly, bro, I would love if Sealed previously dropped from Splash Zone, could make his way back up. I'd love to play, with Sealed again. Sealed Loki, also, hey, this coming from me, right? Which I don't like to admit my faults and all that, but Sealed Loki has my number in battles, right? So I'm a proven competitor in Splash Zones. Had to see him go. Love to see him come back. But unfortunately, I think this time it's going to have to come from the loser's bracket if he is going to make his way back up. So I think I'm going to take Drop Kamalas here, Mr. Plus 30 himself. I mean, hey.
Yeah, I mean, I do think this Regigigas team is very, very good, especially since the changes have been made. There's a lot of momentum going into playoffs, and I think they would beat a lot of other teams that are higher seeded than them. But unfortunately, I just cannot pick against this Drop Kamalas team, so I'm going to have to go with them as well. It would be an impressive upset, to say the least. So I mean,
might be the biggest ever.
it might be. It might be an insane.
It would definitely be the biggest upset
Yeah.
of King's Court, I think, just on paper.
Yeah, just based on that alone. But with that, we can go into our 2 seed. Also, just to be clear, this guy is plus 23, the Guzzler. All right, that is the highest diff in any of our divisions, except for the one he's in. Or like, oh, I think it might be higher than plus 23 now. Actually, I think it went up. But I mean,
Plus 23, only second place, feels bad.
yeah. This
God.
is another team that is supporting that Sid Titan Slowking Galar duo, which I always really love. I feel like Sid Titan with Terra is supremely underpointed on this board. So I'm glad to see that the Guzzlers are using it to quite some success. Going up against this Iron Bundle offense. A lot of threats on this squad, but honestly, I don't really see them working together too well. And I think there's a lot of tools on the side of the Guzzler to deal with them. I'm looking at stuff like Conkeldurr just being a fantastic check in the Iron Bundle. And there's honestly not great fighting resist. On the other end, like when you look at stuff like Florges, it's not really going to be cutting it, especially against these strong physical attackers. So I mean that really signals to me that it's going to be a strong Conkeldurr matchup. And if he's able to come prepared for this Garganacl, which has consistently been a pretty big threat in a lot of Race Champions matchups, I feel like it could be pretty solid for the Guzzler going into this.
Yeah, I honestly feel like he just slaps a Covert Cloak on a Hyperior Terra and just goes to town. I'm not gonna lie. Into like when Garganacl comes out, I don't really like either of the Terra captains on the side of Cinderace Champions here into the Guzzlers, or in general, to be honest with you. But I do really like the Iron Bundle Gouging Fire thing he's got going on here. I think if either of them, their checks die, I think they could be really, really potent. In sealing out the game for Cinderace Champions. So I'm not, there's a chance. It's not like it's totally out of his favor. But I do think that the Guzzlers do have the bigger advantage here for sure.
Yeah, I'm taking the Guzz.
The Guzz. You know what? I'm taking the Guzz too. God damn it!
All right.
And there you have it. It's a Guzz sweep. Alright, and now Weston, a late entry into the league, but not to be underestimated, has pretty much swept ever since. I think only dropping 1 game since he took over someone's team. A very impressive run from him to be in our top 3 seeds here. Yeah, and going up against Crafty Scrafty, Kaz, veteran of the league, with a very threatening squad. Having that number 1 Pokemon in the draft, Dragapult, always going to be scary. Especially, I mean, with Dragapult specifically, Ghost is so threatening here. I feel like there's so many Ghost Sweep Pokemon.
Really
there is going to be that Umbreon, but that is going to have to be putting in a lot of work versus this Dragapult, I will say. So there's potential for Weston to maybe fumble that Umbreon, mess up a turn or two, and then suddenly Dragapult just can run away with this game. So I mean, it is hard. He does have the avenues to defend against it, but he has to play it fairly well, and Kaz can take advantage of that, I will say.
Yeah. Cards, let me paint you a picture, bro.
Uh-huh.
Alright? Alright. Weston down 5 Mons.
The Great West
Kaz, the court. Kaz, up 5 Mons, right?
Yeah.
He's up 5. Down 5, up 5. Wait, that means he has all 6. Whatever. So, right,
Get there,
okay.
Get there.
For whatever reason, he has King Gambit out.
Yeah.
Weston, with his final breath,
Oh,
sends
shit.
out Trace Gardevoir, right? Trace Physical Gardevoir
my
and sweeps his team.
God,
That is
strength
exactly
from the
how
fallen.
this matchup is going to go.
Why are you leaking
course.
strats?
Oh,
Yeah, why did you
I-
leak all his prep like that, man?
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. But on some real shit, though, I do think Dragapult looks absolutely stunning here. The only thing in his way is really that Umbreon, and it's Dragapult, let's be honest here. So and I'm sure it can find some way around it, cringe.
Oh
Cringe at
no,
this
my
mod,
Dragon
bro.
Ball has to
I'm on this
U-turn
so
out
much,
on
man.
like 120
Yeah,
attack. Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
oh
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
what is he gonna do?
So, I think Dragapult looks absolutely stunning here. Weston's gonna have to find some way to deal with it. For the rest of the matchup though looks fine. Obviously, Kaz is a pretty potent offense into him. I think also actually like Mamoswine also looks pretty damn good here, just in general too.
Yeah,
Wow,
Mamoswine,
I mean, yeah.
that's fantastic.
Yeah, there's some potent stuff that Weston's gonna have to deal with, and being new to the league, and in Pokemon in general, maybe he has a tough time navigating it. I'm not sure. I haven't seen much from him. Well, I have seen great things from him, but I haven't seen a lot. So there's that.
Yeah, that's true. I do think, like you were saying, I think Polt looks a little too good here, and I trust Kaz to keep it safe long enough for him to pull out the win. So I'm going Crafty Scrafty with this one.
Yeah,
I'm
I think the
also
matchup.
gonna
I think the matchup is just way too good for Crafties to take Weston. I think that's what you guys said his name was.
Yep.
I just think the offense here. I mean, Mamoswine just looks so well positioned here with its dual between ground and ice. I mean, there's really like no real way to deal with it on the other side. So I am absolutely taking Kaz, and I think it would be a huge upset if he lost this one. The matchup on paper is maybe the steepest we've seen.
Yeah, I agree.
There you go. So our last wave pool match is going to be 4 versus 7. The Sleepy Snorlax versus the Mountain Pyre Mythics. These are actually, I mean, there's a lot of defensive options, but also a lot of potent offense. So I don't really know how this matchup's going to go. Overall, I mean, it's just hard to say. This is going to be one of the closest matchups we've seen, especially like given like Samurott stacking hazard offense with stuff like Gliscor could face a lot of trouble
wow,
into.
this is close.
Yeah, could face a lot of trouble into Corviknight, who is one of the most reliable hazard removals in the game. So I mean that definitely could be a bit of an issue. Man, yeah, this is a hard one. What do you guys think?
I'm still thinking. I'll be completely
yeah.
honest with you. I'm
He be-
trying to
he be
formulate something
thinking.
here.
It's an interesting matchup. I mean, my gut says that I want to take Squonk because, like you said, we're trying to stack hazards is like our primary game plan, right? And Corviknight will get a defog off here if it wants it. In addition to that, I'm very high on this Keldeo in general, and it looks like pretty fairly well positioned here. So I mean, it's got like the check is like Prim, which is a good check, but we can always flip out on it to gain tempo. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna take Squonk on this one, and also this for what it's worth too. This Comfeymon has been an absolute menace, and like low key been a menace in every league that
Yeah,
it's been
I mean
in,
it's hard to
both
bet
leagues.
against it. Although it
No,
doesn't
that
have
mon didn't do anything in Splash Zone. I think.
Right. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
it's
it's
What does it even
Turns
do?
out- Yeah, it turns out Triage in this low-powered format, this Terra guy is pretty good.
It might
so-
just be one of the best captains. Who would have thought?
As much as I am a big Lucario guy, I don't know. I just think the matchup looks poor for Sleepy Snorlaxes. So I'm gonna take Squonk in this one.
I think you putting out the Comfey there, indeed, right? I was kind of thinking like, oh, you just bullet punch the Comfey or whatever, and just like, deal with it that way. I think Triage actually still goes off for bullet punch for me.
Yes.
Yeah, crazy. Um, so that's what I was having in my mind. But you are right. The Terra on that thing does look absolutely ridiculous. Um, I don't really see many options. Like he has options. Don't get me wrong. I don't see many of them though. To deal with the Comfey. So I think I am gonna have to go with Mount Pyre Mythics here, that default overnight, and the Terra Captain Comfey. Looking to spearhead that squad into the matchup.
Comfey does look fantastic, but I think I'm going to go with Snorlax because of a different Terra Captain. I think Moltres Galar could absolutely run away with this game.
Talk about Moltres Galar, man.
Potential
dude.
man, bro. Potential man.
You're gonna see its potential soon, buddy. Dude,
I hope
Yeah,
so.
we'll
I'd be
see, bro.
excited.
I've yet to see anything positive from that mon, like almost ever.
just wait and see, bro.
Great
Just
mon.
wait and see.
Hey, well, the problem with that was you had Temple within a splash zone, but
Random strike. Nice.
We're gonna see. Wow, just had to throw in a Temple Stray there, huh? I mean,
Jeremy's out here. I had to do it for
he
him,
might
bro,
not
you know,
even be
so-
watching this part, so you might be safe. You know.
Don't guys, don't
Alright.
have Temple. Don't have Temple.
Do not.
Don't
Do
have-
not. And here is the deep end bracket. Like I mentioned a little bit earlier, it is a little bit different due to being a 10-man league. It's 6-person playoffs, and instead of choosing matchups for the top seed, the first and second seed both get a round 1 bye. So instead, our first matchup is going to be that 3 versus 6 seed. The Big Depression, 5-3 against the Fools, who crawled into playoffs at the very end, despite receiving a loss. Just because there's an extra slot open at the end. So, I mean, good break for them. They could potentially make the most out of it, especially, surprise, surprise, guess who's back, guys? It's Comfey.
Terra Comfey. Yay! Yippee! Terra
Terra
Comfey.
Comfey, guys.
Yay!
You don't like Comfey?
No,
What?
I got 6 by it.
You guys are big haters. It's actually insane.
I like Comfey. I don't love Comfey.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Comfey does look pretty good here to Ivel in Garchomp. I mean, he does. There is Iron Moth on the opposing end though, so I mean that could definitely put a stop to it. Stuff like Corviknight can't really. There is potential for it to just get overwhelmed and not get the setup it needs in time. But I mean, it is still pretty scary if it's something like a Terra Blast ground. But you can't also be like Terra Blast ground and Corviknight at the same time. It could be tough. All right, there's some Comfey stompers. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I do think that in addition to having Comfey stoppers, I think Qzar here has some pretty potent threats into the side of the Fools. Like, I think Garchomp looks pretty strong here. The only thing stopping it really on its path are like Bronzong and Petulant, which, I mean, I think it can just bypass those things coming in with some hazards. It obviously... Oh, I just noticed, hold on, there isn't a spin blocker on the side of Qzar's side, so maybe actually the hazards won't matter as much as, you know, we got big Turtle Terry over there ready to come in and spin those away. So, on second thought, actually, the Garchomp still does look great, but obviously the Fools has some answers to it. So, yeah, the matchup kind of just a little bit different to me now. That's all.
Yeah,
I like the Fools team. Obviously, again, big Greninja guy. Greninja Hands is great. Lando standing up is great. Comfey with Terra is great. I haven't really kept close attention on this, so as far as skill goes, I can't really speak too much on that, but I do think comp-wise, in terms of team builder, I think the Fools has the edge. So I'm going to go with them, even though they snuck into playoffs on technicality.
I would agree with Logan here, and I'm also going to go with the Fools here, actually.
I want to give a shout out to Big Quilly. I think Big Quilly looks stupid good here. But with that being said, I've just from watching the game, I love watching the deep end. It's my favorite division to watch. Can I be honest?
Yeah.
And just from what I've seen, the Big Depression just looks way better than just in the actual game. Obviously, the team is great on the side of the Fools. We all rated it number 1, I think unanimously at the beginning, or almost unanimously. So I mean, the team's fantastic, but just from the in-game stuff I've actually seen, I am gonna have to go with the Big Depression. And we can get into our final matchup of the day: 4 versus 5 seed, low on BSD versus Master Ballers
It's a fantastic game, by the way. I love that game so much.
Yeah, I mean,
Low on
it goes
PS3.
hard. It goes.
So hard.
This is actually a crazy matchup. It's just straight up Rain versus Sun,
It's Rain versus.
Wait, you're right. You're right.
which,
That goes hard. That goes
I
so
mean,
hard.
as far as I'm aware, water does beat fire. As far as last time I checked,
And we have Charizard in the back.
holy shit,
Early
he has
game.
the Zord.
Wait, it's yours.
The Zard.
Oh. Yeah, I'm
Holy
just gonna
shit.
take the Rain team on this one. I just like Rain. Water beat Fire, even though I think Sun is way cooler
Hey,
than
okay,
Rain.
listen. He
Okay.
might have Charizard,
Dude,
but this guy
Walking Wake
Out of this
could go
game, yeah.
stupid here. Just to be clear,
Yeah,
there's
We'll
no
see, bro.
there's
Dude,
no
stupid
dragon
freaking Draco
resist.
into that fucking Archibald
Walking
on
Wake
Gavin.
legit gets a kill every time it comes in. All right,
You don't know about my
Terra Fairy
yeah,
Mousehold,
no,
bro.
but-
You don't know.
Yeah, Terra Fairy Mousehold. Terra Fairy AV Dondozo. You don't
I mean,
know
I think
about it?
AV Dozo could maybe eat like a drink or two. Oh,
Right.
Yeah.
It's
but
like-
And
but
then
Tell
what?
me how. Yeah. And then how do we kill Walking
Electro
Wake?
shot, nigga. I don't fucking know.
Electro
I don't
shot.
fucking know.
Dude, yeah, if Dozo pulls out the Electro Shot, it could be within
It could be
range.
good.
No. I said Arch. I said Arch.
Oh, Arch.
Let me be-
No,
let me
I'm
be
like
clear.
almost sure you said Dozo.
Oh, did I? Oh, my
And I
bad.
think
If
AV
did, my bad.
Dozo
Dude.
looks good.
If dude,
I
if
meant Arch, I
Archaludon
meant Arch.
switches in on a Specs Wake in Sun, bro, that thing is getting turned into a fine pulp.
Alright, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Plus,
Actually,
okay.
maybe Walking Wake does just go stupid in the club. All right,
Honestly,
I'm changing my vote,
plus-
bro. I'm taking low on BS.
Torkoal with Terra is normally some hot dog shit, but in the Weather War matchup, it's actually really good.
I also did notice something else here. Well, let's be honest. This mouthhold is probably not coming, right?
The whole
There's no hazard if there's no mouthhold. So if low on BST gets rocks up, I mean, hey.
Dude, Mousehold can always come.
I actually think
Right.
both of these weather setters should just be holding boots here.
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree, but I think Torkoal should definitely throw up the rocks because the rocks look really good here.
Yeah, just wait till Mousehold comes, buddy.
Right.
Just wait till the household pulls up, then
It's
you
gonna
won't
get
be
it's gonna
laughing.
get tidying, bro.
It's gonna get wet and it's gonna get dried off in all the weather. All
It's
down
gonna
the
be
other
Terra
side.
Ghost. Terra Ghost. Blocking something.
The
Blocking.
spin.
It's over, bro.
Yo,
I'm taking low on
can these
BS, dude.
teams get a logo, by the way? I put fucking Wug Trio in the
Yeah,
background.
why is
I think I drew the Master Ball. I think I drew logos for these.
Oh, I
They
put
got lost. Somehow,
I just put the
but,
gif of Garchomp playing basketball.
why are we Wug Trio?
I don't know. It's low on BSD, bro.
Dude, that's fucked up, man. Why are you, dude? That's
What?
fucked up.
Whatever,
Dude,
bro.
don't be talking about my man Wook Tree like that, bro.
Walk- Trio
Walking
gets-
Wake is about to go 1v1 million in the club.
Yeah, I'm taking
Right.
low on BS.
He has to. He has to. or else
He
he's
has.
like,
Well, that's literally the only way he can win. But I think it'll happen. And I think Terra Torkoal might actually be the sauce in the Weather War
He has
matchup.
terror on that. Wait, he has terror.
Dude,
on
that's what
that.
I'm saying. Like,
You think you guys
Wait,
think
that's
we're
actually
dominant?
fire. Wait, that's actually so good. Wait, that's
guys
actually
don't-
really good. Yeah. Okay, hold on. I'm doing.
oh my god,
You
it's
guys
a
don't know
Sun
about the
sweep.
Lechonk angle?
Also,
Yeah.
Sun is just way better than Rain. I'm sorry.
Yeah, real.
All right,
Lechonk is coming.
there you hear.
Heed my
Fire.
warning.
Yeah, you heard it here first. Fire actually beats water. There you go. But yeah, that is going to be our last matchup today. So, any last words before we send off?
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like.
Nice.
So
Nice.
fucking inspirational, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good luck, everybody.
There you go.